Gary, to start with some positive news, hearing that Will Ameson's red card from Tuesday night has been rescinded, you must be really happy with that.
Really happy and frustrated probably at the same time. I think the biggest thing after the event would have been to lose him for Saturday, after obviously seeing the pictures and seeing that it was clearly not a red card. So that's positive, but obviously we can't get Tuesday night back, and it was a big turning point in the game, as was the penalty kick, which I felt was soft. So there was moments in the game on Tuesday that went against us, but thankfully we won't have further punishment and lose well for Saturday.
Just reflecting on Tuesday a bit as well, I mean, does the result at the end give those players that extra, drive to go out and put in a good performance on Saturday and get us back on track?
Yeah, there's certain things that are going against us at the minute, but we have to, get over that. There's no excuses. We have to work harder, be better in big moments in games, and make sure that we get back to the form that we showed early season. And I think there's a lot right. There's not too much going wrong, but there's key things that we'll speak about today and tomorrow in preparation for Saturday that, at the early part of the season we were doing them consistently, and at this moment in time we're not getting the big moments in games right, and that's a major factor in our results recently.
When we spoke to Reece on Monday, he said that after the game on Saturday the players had exchanged words and will all say how important it is that they stay together as well. I mean, for you, is that good to hear?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I heard the players and their discussions. I think it's very important. It's not always me telling the players. They have to have a voice. They have to be accountable to each other, and we have to have that team spirit. I think it's easy to have a strong team spirit when you're winning, but the true test of a team spirit is when you've had results like we've had recently, and how much are the players together and how much do we want to fight for each other and fight for the club. So this is a moment we have to stick together and come out fighting on Saturday.
And after a strong start to the season in terms of clean sheets defensively, we've seemed to have conceded a few uncharacteristic goals in the last few weeks. I mean, is that something that you guys are working on to try and get to the bottom of and plug?
Yeah, definitely. I think our standards early season defensively from the whole team were incredible. I think the number of goals is probably a little bit unfair in terms of the late penalties and soft penalties, and obviously goals with 10 men. So the number is probably a little bit unfair, but the first goal on Saturday night, we don't concede that early in the season, so we have to see out those moments in games. If we get in at 1-0 half time, then it's a totally different game, and that's not just defenders in Vale, that's everyone on the pitch contributing to keeping a clean sheet, and that's the foundation of how we want to play and how we're going to be successful this year.
Barnsley come into it on the back of a 4-0 win on Tuesday as well, so they're going to be coming to St James Park in a lot of confidence.
Yeah, they are. They're picking up from early season. They had an amazing start, then didn't kind of follow that on, but the new manager has came in and really started to get it going now. So we know the test. We know League One that always provides you with a difficult test, any team you play. So we have to be prepared for that, but we also have to be ready to show us at our very best. And if we do, then I'm sure we can go and win the game.
You've mentioned it a few times in the past, but that match against Barnsley last season on a Tuesday night, it was a special night, great performance, great atmosphere, and I guess you're looking for the same on Saturday.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope it's a good omen. We beat them away from home as well last year, so I don't think these games have any relevance, but hopefully it's a good omen for us. The main thing is we, recover as a group physically, get together and understand what it's going to need to win the game, and like I said, come out fighting on Saturday to go and do that.
And Jack Fitzwater obviously limped off on Tuesday night. How are we looking going into Saturday injuries-wise? I guess it's great to have Will available. Yeah,
it's brilliant to have Will. Jack will probably miss out, which makes Will even more important, but hopefully 2 or 3 others coming back for injury and kind of affecting the squad, affecting the team, and it's really important that we get that at this time because we're playing Saturday, Tuesday. We need as many players ready and able as we can, so hopefully we'll have a few more back.
Admiral's someone we've not seen since the Burton game a few weeks ago. Is there any sort of update on his progress and when people are likely to see him back in action?
Yeah, he's getting closer as well. He's had a hamstring injury, then a couple of niggling injuries after that hopefully we've kind of got to the bottom of, and he's somebody we're desperate to get out. He's a massive player for us this season, and he showed in this short period of time that he was fit when he came to the club what attributes he can bring to the team. So the physios and him are working really hard, and hopefully in the not too distant future, he will be available as well.
And finally, as well, on Twitter last night, Pearce said it's a difficult period, but we'll all come through it together. I mean, that's key, isn't it? That togetherness between fans, players, staff, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult moment. I don't think it's a crisis. I think, we're still sitting in a reasonable position in the league. If we win on Saturday, then I'm sure everyone will get back to saying how good a start it was. But great to see, the club captain come out and say, how important it is we do stick together. And I'm sure that there'll be no, difference at this club. I think that is what we are good at, sticking together in difficult moments. So hopefully the crowd at SGP and the players can come together on Saturday to get the season back on track.
And as you said, it's always a positive atmosphere, even if we do go behind, the fans are there trying to get the team going.
They're always there. They were there again on Tuesday night, 790 of them I think it was, and we went over at the end and kind of thanked them for the support, and again that positivity, even after a really frustrating, disappointing defeat, they still showed their appreciation to the players, and we can't thank them enough for that, and we need to give them something to shout about on Saturday.